Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our C# programming tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be beginning our discussion of interfaces in C#. Now, what is an interface? Well, an interface is effectively a contract. Whenever a class implements an interface, anything that is within that interface needs to have its own concrete implementation within the class that implements it. Now, of course, there is a single exception to that rule, and that is with default interface methods, and we'll take a look at those in a later video. But just know that for now, those are, that's kind of what an interface is. Now, why would you want to use an interface? Well, you might want to use an interface if you have, if you have something where, if you have a bunch of classes where they all have similar functionality, and, like let's say for example you have shapes, right? If you want to create a program with a bunch of shapes, whether it be 2D or 3D, generally speaking, all of those things, all 3D shapes have a surface area and a volume. So you might have an interface called iShape3D with methods that you can implement to calculate the surface area of that 3D shape and the volume of that 3D shape, stuff like that. So, and that would be that sort of thing would be a better use case for a interface than it would be for an abstract class. The other thing about interfaces, too, is that interfaces provide they're also closely coupled with polymorphism. And so this is kind of another way of using polymorphism in C#, much like we did when we overrode methods from a class that we extend. That includes from the from object. So for like toString, get hash code, stuff like that, if we were to override those, that's polymorphism. Well, implementing an interface and providing the concrete implementation details for that for those methods, that also is polymorphism in its own way. So that pretty much does it for this video on a kind of a brief introduction to interfaces. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll be discussing, I believe, some of the built-in interfaces into .NET. See you then.